So guys, the crypto markets are trading sideways and everyone's talking about how alt season is about to happen in Q1 of 2025. And right now you need to be looking at the correct altcoins. And right now the main performing sectors are the AI and meme sector. And right now I want to give you guys my top 10 picks for the AI sector. Which coins are going to be potentially doing those 15, 20 to 50 to 100x potentials, and overall exactly what you need to be focused on. But if you're new to my channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated around specific indicators around Bitcoin and altcoins, just so you can understand how liquidity shifts and rotations happen, as well as overall give you guys updates on specific altcoins you need to buy. My most recent one is about meme coins you need to be purchasing. Go check out that video. And today I want to talk about the top 10 AI coins that I think you need to be focused on to make those crazy gains. Everyone in the crypto markets is talking about how AI and utility is going to be popping off in Q1 of 2025 and how you need to position yourself. And right now I want to share my best bets, exactly what I'm invested in and what you need to focus on. So let's jump into it. So guys, jumping into it, we are going to be going over the top 10 coins. I do want to jump over the safer coins like Near, Render, Tau, FET, and then we're going to get into more risky coins like POW, OXO, Destra, POMI, Hash AI, and Condex. And there's a few guys that I did not list on here. And like how I said, if you have any suggestions, drop them down below. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm going to give you guys my top 10 picks off of what I've been seeing in terms of the top price action, sentiment, and exactly where everything is moving into the markets. And also all of my X predictions are based off of previous price action and exactly what's currently going on with specific variables like holder count and exactly the day-to-day price action around these assets. But exactly why, guys, is AI going to be blowing up? Everyone's talking about how AI is going to be the best, sector to be jumping into in 2025 based off of exactly how everybody is moving into the markets, how companies are acquiring AI and investing into AI infrastructure. And right now, guys, it is getting really crazy. There was two great posts talking about exactly the state of the AI market. Eric Flanagan talking about how mapping out the current state of the AI markets right now. Most value has accrued to the semiconductor ecosystem, $130 billion plus in revenue this year from AI, and the data center build out number of US data centers is expected to double in the next 4 years. Energy is a legitimate bottleneck to the data center build out, which Trump has been talking about, and hyperscalers / developers are aggressively acquiring real estate with power availability. The cloud companies are at a 20 billion run rate, with Microsoft generating 5 billion of that. We're seeing an increasing interest in AI applications, but little large-scale value creation yet. The AI app layer will ultimately determine the value of the industry, as the current infrastructure build-out will become a bubble without value creation on the back end. And this is why our assets, guys, AI coins, are going to start to explode. Another great post talking about how if Elon was right, talking about how AI is about a superset, pretty much the intelligence of any single human by the end of 2025, and maybe all humans by 2027. And they're pretty much just saying if Elon is right, there's no clear route as to what would be the limit of computing demand for NVIDIA GPUs and the likes of all this technology. And this is the projects we're invested in, guys. Hash AI, POM, OXO, Destra, that are all revolved around this technology, which is super important. By 2030, if AI exceeds the intelligence of all humans combined, then AI will do a very significant part of knowledge work, or 20 to 30 trillion annually. So guys, the predictions around this sector is very crazy. Right now we're currently sitting at around 44.7 billion. So if we start to get into the trillions, that just lets you know what is possible for your coins. But let's go and jump into the first coin, guys. I don't want to make this video too long. Like how I said, I want to jump into the safer coins first. We're going to get started with Near. We're going to pretty much base off of the price action, guys, off of previous cycles. That's why I have the max chart set for you here, so that you can see exactly how it ran and how it could potentially run in this bull run. So I did a little bit of math, guys. Tau back in 2021, we did see it run very significantly. Back in August, it was sitting at around $2.50, and at the end of the 2020 bull run, it ran up to $20, guys. That was a 10x. And right now, I really believe Near can easily pull a 10x again, just with the amount of liquidity moving to the markets, the amount of people gravitating towards the AI sector and wanting to jump into top performing leaders. Near is one of the main calls, and a 10x is very possible in my opinion. If we were to do a 10x multiple on a $500 investment, which that's what we're going to do for each of these coins. You can make around $5,000, guys, with this coin. Now, none of this is financial advice. Nothing I'm saying in this video is financial advice. I'm just letting you guys know what these coins did in previous cycles, the amount of hype around this sector, and exactly what these assets can do. So overall, guys, I'm saying a 10x multiple for near. Not everyone is going to agree with my multiples, but at the end of the day, guys, take everything with a grain of salt. But numbers don't lie. It did this before, so I think it's kind of foolish to think it couldn't do this again. All right, guys, jumping into the next one is going to be Render, another great project. And I'm not going to jump into the depths of all these projects, guys. I want you to go do the research, but all of the projects I'm sharing today are very strong projects, have strong communities, strong partnerships, are doing great stuff, building great technology, and overall are doing amazing things in the AI sector. So Render right now, another leading sector, another leading coin in the AI sector, with the amount of time it has been here. So guys, if we look at what Render was back in 2021, it was sitting at around $1, which was really crazy. From here at the peak of the 2021-2022 run, we saw that this coin was sitting at around $7.83, which was about a 8x, which was really crazy. And then now, guys, in 2024, you can see how explosive Render has been, and there's been a lot of sentiment around this coin, around the community around this coin. So it's really crazy to see exactly the explosiveness that's been taking place back in March, whenever a lot of these coins were blowing up, which you're gonna see on a lot of these charts. But it ran up, guys, very significantly, and I think honestly, based off the price action that we're seeing with Render, I think an easy 15x is in the bottle. Like it doesn't make any sense to me to have anything lower than that, pretty much based off of the market cap of where we're at, as well as overall how much more liquidity is moving into the market. So if we do that $500 investment based off of the price action and everything that we've been seeing and what we think that 15x multiple, you guys can see right here, you can make a quick whopping $7,500. Now, this is all based off of previous price action, guys, and like how I said, this is all also based off of exactly what we have currently been seeing. The explosiveness around Render is freaking crazy, running from $1 all the way to around $7.38. That was a crazy move, and now we're starting to see the likes of it right now, and that's that liquidity hasn't completely moved into it. So Render, guys, 15x in the hand. That's what I think is possible for Render. Jumping into the next coin, guys, we see Tau. So doing the math for Tau, guys, I did the 2024 breakdown because this coin is a little bit more fresher as opposed to Near and Render starting back in 2020 and 2021. But if we look at Tau, guys, it ran really significantly. It was sitting at around $250 in January of 2024, and then once we started to see those runs, guys, leading into March, it ran all the way up to around $728, which was around a 3x for the asset. And this asset is very big, has a large market cap, but like how I said, people gravitate towards the leaders in the market, and right now the volatility around this coin is crazy. So with that 3x potential and exactly where the market cap is sitting compared to a few of the other ones, I really think this coin also has a potential to do a 15x. Now, like I said, a lot of people will disagree with me just based off of how they, I guess, associate the different communities with each of these projects. But at the end of the day, I'm being a little bit more conservative with this one. I believe I'm being conservative, so I think you can get a $7,500 payout with that $500 investment if we see that 15x multiple for Tau. Moving into the next one, guys, is going to be FET, another leading coin in the AI sector starting back in 2019, which is really crazy, guys. FET back in 2021, we saw that it did some crazy moves. It was sitting at around you can see the mark right here. It was sitting at like 5 cents, and then from 5 cents, guys, look at the move that it made. It ran all the way up to around, let's see, the peak, which was around 82 cents. I'm trying to catch it for you guys. All right, well, it was around 82 cents. Yeah, right there, 82 cents, guys, which if you do that X multiple, it's around a 40X, which is freaking crazy. FET did a 40X back in 2021, and now you can see the explosiveness it has in 2024. I currently do not personally hold any FET, but seeing how explosive this asset is makes me think that I really need to start allocating towards it, get me a bag of it. And you can see that even in 2024, it ran from 78 cents all the way up to $3.12, $3.27. So the explosiveness around this coin, guys, I think easily we could see a 20x with FET. I know the market cap is up there, but how volatile this asset is and how much it moved in the previous cycles compared to these other leaders, this coin is much more crazy. So if we did a 20x multiple, guys, on a $500 investment, you can see that you can make a whopping $10,000. Now, at the end of the day, like I said, these are all based off of previous price action and predictions and how volatile these assets are. And since this is a leading coin, I have been seeing a lot of people talk about FET as well as, you know, Render and Near as well. But I really believe in FET, and exactly out of all of these OG coins, I really think FET is going to be the runner out of all of them based off of what we saw in that 2021 run. But guys, getting out of the safer coins, now we discussed Near, we discussed Near, we discussed Render, we discussed Tau, we discussed FET. All right, guys, now getting out of these, now we start getting into the crazier coins, starting off with POW. All right, guys, so POW, all these coins that you're seeing now are all started from 2023 to 2024, which is really crazy because since they're more fresh, more new assets, you can see that a lot of these coins that did 40x's, you know, 20x's, 10x's, these coins can do those crazy X potentials. And this is where I'm gonna, you know, tell you, take all of my predictions with a grain of salt. So overall in 2024, guys, with POW, we were seeing that this coin was sitting at around 11 cents. 11 cents, and then whenever everything started rallying in March, that's whenever we saw it hit around, it was really crazy. It hit around 77 cents, 78 cents, which was a 7x, a 7 to 8x, which is really awesome. Moving into, you know, new AI coins and seeing a huge X like that, just getting started. And now, guys, we have obviously seen, you know, some volatility based off of how everything has been running in the markets. But how I'm seeing with this coin, I really believe that POW can do at least a 30x, basing off of how other assets have done in the AI sector and how fresh this coin is. I do not doubt that this coin can do simply a 30x. So if we were to do a $500 investment at 30x, we can see that that would be a $15,000 payout. Now, I am telling you, all of these coins are very risky coins because you're jumping into fresh starters in the AI sector. At the end of the day, I plan to show you when to take profit on all these coins because I plan to take profit on these coins. But a lot of these coins are also going to be leading coins in the AI sector, especially once their technology starts to come into use with real world action. So POW AI, guys, is a fresh coin. I really think it has a lot of potential, which is why I have that 30x multiple attached to it. Jumping into the next one, guys, is going to be OXO. This is another coin that people are hyped about, pretty much based off of the technology with smart contracts and Web3 and how it's going to have an integration in almost every single thing. It is really, really crazy. We see the explosiveness of OXO was really, really awesome, sitting at around 10 cents and running to around 50 cents in that March run up. So you can see that was a quick 5x for the coin. And based off of the volatility and how it's running and the sentiment with top influencers shilling the coin, and the partnerships that we're starting to see roll out. And also, guys, a lot of these coins don't have CEX listings. So the moment that they start getting CEX listings, get listed on crypto.com, Binance, you know, all the big ones, that's whenever people are going to start to actually purchase these very significantly. But with OXO and exactly all the hype around it and exactly where it's currently going, I think that this coin can do easily a 35x multiple, especially with the market cap. That's another thing you need to keep up with, guys. All these small coins have lower market caps, which means they can run much more harder. So if we were to do a $500 investment on that 35x multiple, you can see that that's a $17,500 payout. Now, I'm going to say it again, not financial advice, and these are volatile assets. So if you're not willing to understand the technology, how these projects are building and how they're going to have an integration, you don't really understand how these multiples are possible. But once you understand that, see previous price action around these other assets, that's when you can really understand what is possible for these coins. So OXO, guys, I really believe can do that 35x. Moving into the next one is going to be Destra, guys. And as we start moving a little bit more in, we're going to start getting more riskier, mainly on the last two plays that I'm going to be showing you, just because those coins can rally super freaking hard. So Destra, guys, is another coin, cloud computing, AI, DPIN network, a lot of different stuff around this coin, which is very, very dope, and the integration that it's going to have into Web3. But I did some maths around Destra, and I did see that this coin was sitting at around 3 cents when it first came out, which I got this coin at around 25 cents, which that wasn't a complete steal, but I did get it at a decent price. But it was sitting at around 2 cents, 3 cents, and it ran all the way to 46 cents. 50 cents practically. It was a, whenever you see that, guys, that's practically a 17x whenever you do the multiples on it. And, you know, moving into the markets now, we're seeing that this coin has a strong community. Everyone's talking about how Destra is going to be competing with Akash and a few leading coins in the AI sector. And as a result, people have high hopes for this coin and high predictions, which is why I have attached a 40x multiple, pretty much because we already saw, guys, a 40x from the run up, and now we're seeing a slight decline. I can't imagine once we start to see actual liquidity and those CEX listings that I'm talking about. So if we were to do a $500 investment into Destra and we were to see that 40x, you can do the math if you're not completely you know, not dumb. You can see it's a $20,000 payout off of a $500 investment. Now, this is all these payouts, guys, are banking on the fact that you hold out all the way to the end of that 40x, which more than likely you're not going to do. And if you do it, congratulations, because most people that try to do that get dumped on. So overall, this coin has some high hopes, pretty much competing with some leading coins in the AI sector, and exactly how volatile the asset is and the integration that it's going to be having with the Web3 community. So overall, guys, Destra is a really crazy coin at a crazy buy right now, sitting at 35 cents when we're sitting at around like 60 cents not too long ago, 50 cents. So yeah, take a look at that one. I currently hold Destra myself, so I'm really hyped to see exactly what's going to be happening with that coin. Moving into the next one, guys, POMI. POMI is another great coin that has had some crazy explosiveness earlier in the year. POMI was sitting at around 13-14 cents, and then it ran up to around $1.81 whenever we saw those March highs. That multiple, guys, if you were to do the maths around it, it's around a 13x multiple. And POMI has an integration with Google technology, has strong partnerships, and as well as it's obtaining a lot of the mind share in the AI sector, with pretty much just how strong it is, how the community is driving the project, and on top of that, how this coin is also going to have an integration. This is a mixture of not only AI but a few other different things. So this is where I recommend you go look at these, because a few of them that dabble in multiple sectors have high X potential, which is why for POMI I have also attached the 40x multiple, and we have it right here. $500 on a 40x multiple is $20,000. And it's pretty much because, guys, the volatility around POMI as opposed to a few of these other ones is very, very crazy. POMI, whenever it started rallying, it was one of the main coins as opposed to the other ones that was seeing, you know, that 10% gain as opposed to others seeing, you know, 5 and 4% gains, which is why I think you need to be focused on the leading coins that run the hardest when altcoins start to rally. So POMI, I have also attached that 40x multiple. Like how I said, go do more research around these coins. You'll see exactly why I have these predictions. Now, jumping into the last two assets, guys, these last two assets are more risky, but I think it's because they have higher X potential. So jumping into the next coin is going to be Hash AI. This is one of my most allocated positions. Now, this chart will scare many people just because this coin saw its all-time high back in April and we haven't even returned back to it. In my opinion, I think that is great, just because a lot of people are gravitating towards the incorrect projects that aren't building, that don't have strong communities, that don't have real world action like Hash AI does, and as a result, we're starting to see complete discounts. And I think right now I'm already up, you know, around a 3x multiple on Hash AI based off of where I entered, and whenever we saw those crazy dips earlier in the year. But right now, with exactly the sentiment around this coin, I saw a great post from DJ and Barbie talking about how they think in Q1 utility and strong AI coins will lead the way, and Hash AI ranks in the top 5 AI coins over the last 30 days, and it pretty much, you know, revolved around Hash AI mining operations, over $1 million that has been returned back to token depositors through their revenue share pool, which is really really crazy. I actually took part in that. Outperformers tend to keep outperforming, and you can pretty much see, guys, the 24-hour change, the 7-day change, the 30-day change, and then the market cap as well. Hash AI is doing some crazy numbers, and I think it's getting slept on very significantly right now. Currently, I think this is going to be doing something very similar to Destra. It just hasn't made its move yet, and I think people are going to really regret not looking at this coin once it starts to pop off very significantly in Q1, which is why I have attached a 45 multiple to this. If you do this, guys, it's practically very similar to our 20x multiple. Sorry, not our 20x, our 40x multiple, just pretty much with an addition of $2,500. So honestly, I think, guys, Hash AI is going to be one of the leading coins in the AI sector, pretty much based off of how strong their community is, the real world action that they're bringing with their actual mining facilities, and how exactly companies and individuals can take advantage of that. I think this coin is going to run very, very significantly, and people are sleeping on it very, very hard. But this is not financial advice by any means. This is just one of my most allocated positions. I wouldn't be talking about it if I did not believe in it. So moving into the next coin, guys, is going to be Condex. Condex, guys, is a mixture of AI and Web3 gaming, which is why this coin is so explosive. If we do the math on it, you can see that Condex was sitting at around 0.02, so around 2 cents, and then it ran up to around 18 cents, guys, which was around a 9x back in March. And this was very, very significant because a lot of people started allocating out of, you know, these AI coins into memes, and that's why you started to see a lot of dips for these coins. But I started talking about it in my latest video, talking about AI coins about a month ago, and this is whenever it was sitting at around 2 cents when I invested into it, and then it ran up to around 12 cents. You could have made around a 6x if you would have watched that video. And right now, this is why I'm sharing this coin again. It is currently sitting at around 6 cents, which is up almost 2x, or more than 2x, almost a 3x from where I was. But now this is wondering where it's going to be going. I think that this coin can easily do a 30 to 40x multiple, but I'm being bullish, and I'm going to say that this coin can do a 50x multiple. This is a super risky asset, and a lot of people have been telling me about it, but overall, guys, $500 on a 50x multiple, you can see that's a $25,000 payout. Now, this is not financial advice. Condex has been the most volatile asset out of all the assets that I have invested in, but as a result, it has also made me the most amount of money. But at the end of the day, guys, wiping everything that I just said to the side, those are the top 10 AI coins that I'm currently focused on. I know that you probably have a few suggestions that I'm not in. Drop them down below. Let me know what I'm missing out on. But I'm showing you guys what I'm seeing, where everyone is gravitating towards the most hyped community so far in this 2024 crypto bull run, and exactly what I'm seeing exactly going to be performing best in 2025. Right now, AI is leading the mind share in terms of what's going to be happening for utility. So I'm really hyped to see exactly what's going to be happening for these coins, and they have already had some significant runs, you know, the OGs back in 2021, and then now even the new coins back in March of 2024 when we started to see some crazy rallies. So overall, guys, those are my top 10 picks around AI. There's a ton of AI coins, but you need to make sure that you're focused on the top performers, because more than likely the top performers are going to keep outperforming. But if you're new to my channel, go to check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on specific indicators and charts around Bitcoin and altcoins, so you can understand how liquidity moves, rotations happen, so you know when to buy and sell. And also, I'm letting you guys know the best altcoins to buy. I just shared my best meme coins to be buying right now, and this is talking about my best AI coins to be focused on. Like I said in my previous AI video, if you would have watched that about a month ago, 2 months ago, you would be up very significantly. But that's why knowledge is key, guys. Being aware is key, and keeping up with day-to-day events like how I do, guys. I shoot day-to-day events. Even today is Christmas, but I had to give you guys the alpha, the knowledge, so that you can take advantage of the markets when we see dips and whenever we have opportunities like this. But if you're new to the channel, drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of my content. Let me know what you guys think of the markets, the state of altcoins, and everything else in between. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I drop day-to-day content, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.